Welcome back to AutistiCoder. Today we're giving our Pokémon app a visual upgrade with CSS. By the end of this presentation, you'll understand how CSS works, how to use it to style elements, and how to add a polished look to your project. Let's get started. CSS, or Cascading Style Sheets, is what we use to control the look of our HTML elements. It's the language that will turn our plain HTML into a visually appealing and interactive app. CSS rules consist of selectors and declarations. The selector identifies which HTML element we're styling, while the declaration defines which styles to apply. For example, this rule changes the color and font size of all p tags. Selectors are the way we tell CSS which elements to style. The type selector targets all elements of a specific type, like p tags. The class selector targets elements that have a specific class, which we define with a period, like .table-style. Finally, the ID selector targets an element with a unique ID using the hashtag symbol. This helps us control styles for different parts of our HTML. With CSS, we can add color to our elements. We can use color names like red, hex codes like hashtag FF6347, or even RGB and HSL values. Color makes our app more engaging and easier to navigate. CSS backgrounds let us add color or images behind elements. We can control their size, position, and even set repeating patterns, making our app's design more dynamic and personalized. The CSS Box Model is essential for controlling layout. It includes padding, margin, and borders, which define an element's spacing. Padding adds space inside the element around its content, while margin creates spacing outside the element to separate it from others. The border wraps around the padding, framing the element. In Next.js, we manage CSS by importing CSS files directly into the page or component files. This keeps our styles organized and reusable across different parts of the app. By importing CSS this way, we make sure our styles are scoped to the specific components or pages. Now it's time to apply this knowledge of CSS to our Pokémon application. Let's create a new style sheet in the app folder, and we're going to call it Pokémon.css, and we're going to hit enter. So here's what the CSS file should look like. You'll notice some things here that we haven't talked about. I encourage you to do some more reading on that. So now what you're going to want to do is go to page.js and add this import statement at the top of the file, save the file, and then go down here to the div and add the attribute class name equals quote-unquote main container, and then save the file again. And then go to your command prompt into the directory and type in npm run dev, hit enter, and then when it's ready, copy and paste this URL into your browser. So we'll go ahead and copy it now. So it's ready, so we're gonna go to the browser and paste it. And that's what you should see. Congratulations on completing the Pokémon app project. You've come a long way from learning JavaScript and React to styling with CSS. With these new skills, you're ready to tackle even more exciting projects. Great work, and thank you for following along.